All right. I'm not sure I'm doing this right, but let's see how we do. What do you mean you're not sure if you're doing this right? Well, hi. I got my Instagram cam going. I've got my live cam going. I think we're all here. Comments. I think it all makes sense. Is there anybody in the house? Anybody gonna come watch the video? I'll give you a few minutes to arrive before I start getting this shoe in the road. Hey, Joanne's here. Hello, Joanne. Zane, you there? You need your other half to make things work smoothly. Joanne, to quote you, truer words never spoken. That's right. I am alone today, and we'll talk about why in just a moment. I'm still getting set up. Of course, it's past our start hour, so, get yourself a coffee, have a tea, whatever you want to do to relax, get a good book. Don't get a book. I want you to pay attention to this demo. And as Joanne noticed, my better half isn't here. So I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants, as it were. Good. And doing my best to do my best. All will be explained in a few moments. Let me start by saying that I always choose my shirts very carefully. And I try and decide who I'm going to show a little bit of love to through the shirts. And today's shirt, of course, shows love to my beloved Willa Bradshaw. Willa is the designer of our shirts, of our jars, of our shipper box, of our website, of all of our ads. And Willa does all of the creative work. And so wearing this shirt today is my way of giving Willa some love. So, no, we didn't get into a fight. And she is not missing in action today. Willa is actually teaching a workshop, kids yoga art camp here at the Botanical Gardens in Tofino. And I'm very proud of her. She started a business called Creative Tofino, where she teaches adults or kids any number of different interesting handicrafts. She does visible mending. She does sketch work. She does watercolor. She does embroidery. She does quilting. Willa is an absolutely fantastic artist. She is also a very modest artist. So it's a great opportunity for me when she's not here to be able to toot her horn. And I will toot away because I know how lucky I am to have somebody as talented as she is working with me. So Joanne, can you just confirm that you can hear and see me right now? Just type in a little comment that says yes or hi or whatever. Is that possible? Or have I actually messed this whole thing up? Well, I know this is recording, so at worst we can put this up later on through our Instagram. So if I did mess up the broadcast, I will get back to it with Willa as soon as she gets back. Willa also designed that. Hey, Debbie Lee says that she can see me. Thank you. Can you also hear me, Debbie? Can you hear me? I'm solid. Thank you very much, Joanne. Good. That's what I needed to know. All right. Today, 30-second Thursday is well beyond 30 seconds because, yes, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Thanks, Debbie. I appreciate the feedback. Coming in loud and clear from Sherry Claude. Sherry, glad you're back in the house. I've had a lot of requests for vegetarian and vegan recipes. This is a great one. This is seasonal, so today's recipe is all about these babies right here. What are these babies? These are garlic scapes. That's right. Can't escape me, these garlic scapes. And a wonderful thing, fresh thing to do with garlic scapes is to use them in place of basil or basil, depending on which side of the street you live on, in a pesto recipe. Pesto is a wonderful Italian dip, sauce, condiment. You know how I love my condiments. That combines typically basil, pine nuts. Instead of pine nuts today, we are using Costco's best walnuts. I'm not toasting these walnuts only because I'm starting late and I'm underprepared. This is a lie. I'm not well prepared today. I'm underprepared. So as I usually am, you'll also notice that there will be no banners with our recipe on them. Again, that's a touch that Willa adds to what we do that is going to be absent today. I miss my wife. And Parmesan cheese. Typically, also, you'll put a lot of garlic into a pesto. However, because we're using garlic scapes, I've just borrowed some garlic from down the hall from the Bradshaws, and we're going to see how garlicky these scapes turn out once we put them into the food processor. So this is a food processor that my parents gave me, and I always use it, and I think of them when I use it. My folks are at home in Toronto. We are coming to you live from, we call it Capshaw Studios here in sunny Tofino, British Columbia. I'm in my kitchen, my home kitchen here in Tofino, and it's my pleasure to be coming to you live today. So this is a very quick and simple recipe. Again, way beyond the 30-minute mark. I haven't even trimmed up any of these garlic scapes, and basically you just want to take off the parts that you wouldn't really want to eat well, when you're trimming them, and then give them a good wash, the ends as well. I'm going to get to that right after I do my cheese grating. So if you watched me, I put the, back it up for you. I have the grater disc in the top of the food processor. This is a really quick and easy way to grate something as opposed to grinding your knuckles down on the grater, but we can do that too if you want it. And use the pusher, and it goes like this. Right? Right? Right. Much, much quicker and easier than I could ever do it by hand. However, you know what? I think I want it on the finer line, so I'm going to turn over the actual disc, and I'm also going to cut off the rind. Now, the rind on a Parmesan is really wonderful to put into a tomato sauce. So keep these rinds of your Parmesan cheeses aside. They don't go bad. They don't get old. In fact, they're well aged to begin with. And you're going to want to put those in when making a nice tomato sauce. They'll give you a really rich Parmesan-y flavor. So here we're going to go again. Sorry with the noise. It doesn't, this is what we get left with size-wise. That's fine. I'm going to eat that for lunch probably. And now we have a nice grated Parmesan cheese. Then we're going to add, I have to take out the attachment. We add in our blade. Sometimes it has to snap down. It's fine. Put the top back on. Now, again, it's not 30 seconds for sure, but it is really quick and easy. And we're going to go right into the machine with our garlic scapes. You know what I'm going to do? Make it easy on myself. Put them in like that. Oh, and the other ingredient that I forgot to mention, of course, is olive oil. So, garlic scapes. We'll add the garlic if we need it. nuts, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, salt and pepper. Boom, bang, bing. You're good to go with your pesto. Just chop this down a little bit to give a bit of a head start. I sent Ella next door to be with her grandparents so that she wouldn't interrupt us during our sesh today. All that incessant meowing. She loves her grandma Jenny. Yesterday, Jenny, Sandy, and I went fishing together. We didn't catch a cold. We didn't catch our breath. We didn't catch a fish. Did I just drop this on the floor? Shh. No one's going to eat it besides me. So I don't care. I mean, I know what's been on this floor. It's fine. It's fine. If I were to serve it to somebody else, yes, I would not put something that was on the floor into a dish that I was serving to somebody else. And no, I'm not going to tell Willa that I dropped it on the floor. And you're not going to tell her either. I like wagging my knife at people. It makes me feel powerful. All right, I've got my compost bin at the ready over here in my sink. I'm going to put all the ends directly into my bin. And the other thing that you'll notice that's missing from this recipe, that's always missing from my recipes, is quantities. How many nuts do you put in, Zane? How many garlic scapes do you put in, Zane? How much Parmesan do you... I don't care! Sorry to yell. Sorry to yell. Put in as much as you want. This is your recipe. This is your taste. What I want you to do is to make stuff and then taste it and then see how you like it. And if it needs more garlic scapes or it needs more nuts or it needs more olive oil or it needs more Parmesan, add it at that stage. Don't follow somebody else's recipe. It's your life. It's your recipe. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't let them tell you you're wrong. You're not wrong. If you like it, then it's right. All I want to do is try to introduce you to some elements of flavor and some ideas for cooking things that you might not have thought of otherwise. I mean, the reason I got these garlic scapes in the first place is that they were gifted to me yesterday by a chef friend of mine here in Tofino who's using our spicy mustard. It's probably just off camera here. There you go. Make Willa happy. And the spicy mustard, I believe, is this one. So they're using our spicy mustard, and they're vegan. They're calling it their Tomorrow Burger, which I think is a dumb name, but I call it their Awesome Burger because it is awesome. Wonderful pretzel bun, beans, lentils, all kinds of other vegan stuff in there. And our spicy mustard. Give it a nice kick. So if you're ever in Tofino, Bravocados is a wonderful vegan restaurant that actually, believe it or not, I see it right down there in my eyesight every day. So I keep an eye on those people. And they have been wonderful collaborators with us on our mustard project. So it's really a huge boost to us when we have our chef friends who we love and admire who put our mustard on their menus. And Dave Thielman, whose Instagram handle is the Dave of Daves, has been a wonderful supporter, and we really appreciate him for doing that. So that's this last bottle of olive oil. I've got another one in the back up here. I'm also going to put in some pepper. I like lots of pepper and things. Willa is not as big of a fan, but hey, you snooze, you lose. You're not going to be here. I get to do whatever I want, right? But seriously, I know how lucky I am. A little bit of salt. And let's give it a good whiz up. See how we did. And again, good cooks taste. Taste, taste, taste. Okay, it needs some more olive oil. You want it to get nice, bright green paste. Look what I did. Look what I did. This is what happens when Willa's not around. I put it into the pusher thing that sits on top. You moron. This is what happens when Willa's not around. You see? You see? You want to know why I need my wife so much? There you go. I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm going to keep that in just so she knows how much I need her. Oh, I wish you could smell this. The garlic aroma coming out of the food processor is just wonderful. And what you want to do too is, now this is very walnutty. It needs to be a lot more garlic scapey. So I'm going to add a lot more of these garlic scapes before I'm done. I don't think I'm going to let you, or I don't think I need you to hang around and watch me trim up and throw in these garlic scapes. But you've seen how it goes. I cut off the yellowish tip parts. I cut off the little end bits that are a little bit gnarly. And then I make them into a usable size, and then I throw them in. It's that easy. You want to know where I got the recipe? I said to Willa, hey, what should we do with all these garlic scapes? Willa goes on YouTube, and or she Googles garlic scapes, and she says, hey, why not do a pesto? We got Parmesan, we got nuts, we got, right, you get the picture. Willa, yeah. Willa also gave me this watch. And you'll notice that I'm wearing my wedding ring again. I haven't been wearing it for a while. Why? Well, see, the upside of gaining 20 pounds during a pandemic is that your wedding ring fits again, right? So I'm wearing my wedding ring once again. We actually took it when we were in Vancouver. We were going to take it into Burke's to get them to resize it because I'd lost some weight and the ring was no longer fitting. And when I put the ring back on, we were in the hotel. I was like, hey, it fits. And you know what Johnny Cochran said? If the ring fits, no, that's not quite what he said, was it? Anyway, so this is our demo today. We are doing garlic scape pesto, and what you'll do with this pesto once you've got it all pureed and finished up is really up to you. You want to use it as a dressing for your pasta? Amazing. If you want to toss it with your cooked pasta, fantastic. You want to spread it onto a focaccia or a pizza topping? Amazing. You want to eat it as a dip with veggies on its own? Fantastic. This is a dish that's going to really give you tons of great, fresh, green, bold flavor. I kind of wish I hadn't put in so many nuts, but again, I used walnuts. Typically, a pesto will take pine nuts, but that's totally up to you. I have walnuts in my cupboard, and I wanted to use them. You know, if you wanted to use almonds, you could use almonds. If you wanted to use, okay, don't use pecans. I'm kidding. You can use pecans. 30-second Thursday is more like 30-minute Thursday today. We've been going now for 20 minutes. I think I'm going to end the broadcast now. You get the picture of how to make a garlic scape pesto. If you wanted to sign up for one of Willa's workshops at Creative Tofino, my suggestion would be go to her Facebook page, like Creative Tofino, and Willa will be letting you know on Zoom where she's going to be and when she's going to be hosting some of her creative workshops. She's had a lot of demand from people across North America, friends and relatives mostly, who want to be able to participate. And she will be doing Zoom-based workshops in the coming weeks, as she is right now with the kids at the Botanical Gardens here in Tofino. I love my wife. I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for you for being here. I'm grateful for her for bringing me to Tofino to be here with you. And I'm grateful also to Dave Thielman for the gift of these garlic scapes, because now I get this wonderful garlic pesto that I can impress my wife with. All right, I think that's going to be, let's see how the finished product whizzes up, and then I'll let you go. Never stick your fingers in the machine. Needs more olive oil. It's coming. It's coming. Here it goes. Here it goes. I bet you it's going to need more salt. Thanks, Joanne. Hey, Scott. Yeah, it's never 30 seconds. But this is a great recipe. I really recommend this one. All right. Let's see how we did. Good. Needs a little bit more puree. I'm going to show it to the camera in the meantime, so you see what we did in there. There you go. Beautiful green color. I wish you could smell this as well, because when 6G comes along, we'll be able to do full smell-o-vision on the internet, which I'm really looking forward to. And some of the garlic scapes did not puree, so I could put it in for longer, but most of them did, which is great. Boom! That's great. Oh my God, what a flavor. The Parmesan, the walnuts, the garlic scape. Even the salt. Great level of salt. Fantastic. Joanne tells me it's 40 degrees in Brighton. Joanne, go jump in the lake. I love you. I really appreciate your being here. If you get a chance, this is a non-heated recipe, Joanne, so you don't have to add to the heat of your kitchen when you're going to make this garlic scape pesto. Pesto works well with arugula. It works well with basil. It works well with lots of other wonderful greens. Happy wife, happy life. Thanks for being with us today on 32nd Thursday. Hope you're well prepared. Bye-bye.